Hello, Potato, and welcome to what is quite possibly the penultimate crate face-off. It is now the summer of 2023, which means it's time for the next special delivery from Taste of Home kitchen crate. And I still have a couple old loot crates. It's a penultimate episode because I've only got one more old loot crate left after this. And after that, assuming we're even still getting the special delivery crate, I won't have anything to face off against it unless I buy something specifically for the face off. Now, of course, Loot Crate has pretty uniformly been the disappointing loser in all of these, so maybe if I try just some random different crates. I know Amazon sells a bunch of different crates. Maybe I should try some of those, or, they have those brick crates, but they're like $70, and, I can buy a couple smallish Lego kits, from the store for that. So I really don't know. I am open to suggestions. If you have a suggestion of a crate that I should try that is not obnoxiously priced, let me know. Because as long as she's going to keep buying special delivery, I would like to kind of do a face-off and have special delivery go up against somebody who's not just a routine and utter disappointment like that cousin that we just don't talk about. So, as I think I usually do, we will do Loot Crate first, because it's going to be the big old box of disappointment, and might as well get that out of the way. Now, I don't remember if this is one of the ones from last spring that I was due, or if this is that free one they sent me in December. I think last time we did one, I think that was a free one, because that was actually some fairly decent stuff in there, enough that if my experience with them hadn't just been so completely bloody awful, I might have considered giving them another shot. But I think this is probably just one of the ones that I had paid for, particularly the ones that I paid for after canceling. But then, to be fair, to be completely honest, they did refund me those. So technically, this is a free crate. So let's open it up and see what disappointment lies inside. And I am reasonably sure it'll still be disappointment no matter what it is. And okay, well, looks like we're gonna have just one item again. Well, let's look at the pin first. We have a pin. We have a Clyrax pin, obviously from the Suicide. So this is just gonna be a Suicide Squad crate. I don't remember that from Suicide Squad. It's not an awful pin. It's not a very big pin. It's okay though. Let's look at the shirt. So yeah, it's just one item. So there's not going to be any ranking to do in this, because it's so it's not just Suicide Squad. Nope, because we have a Buffy the Vampire Slayer shirt. So you've got one item and a pin. Those are the same thing, but you couldn't find a Suicide Squad shirt, which for some reason looks like it has been left in a corner somewhere. It's got all sorts of. The box has been sealed, so I mean, the box may have been dusty, but that's not really an explanation. So here we go, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer. See, slaying since 97, that's not technically true. Technically, the TV series followed off of the movie. There were occasional references to the events of the film, so that's wrong. But it is the season 1 cast of the show, because it's a very young looking Allison Hannigan there. And was it Xander Berkeley? No, Xander was his name. Something Berkeley, isn't it? I actually saw him. He came to a, I think, Sinister Creature Con event one time that I went to. Got Spike. So I guess not season 1, because he has Spike. Spike wasn't in season 1, was he? So season 2, 3, when they were still in high school, certainly. Honestly, that's one of the better shirts I've had from them in a number of years. That's actually one that I would consider wearing if it fits well enough. That's not a bad shirt at all. So the pin's kind of meh. The shirt's quite nice. I like the shirt. Also, it's not too thin. It's not one of the thickest shirts I've ever had from them, but it's not too thin. So let's check out our exclusive Suicide Squad King Shark figure. So this is the only item in this crate. So look, this is these crates were not a great value towards the end, because they're $30 a piece, and you got one item, a pin and a shirt, or maybe two items and no pin and a shirt. Socks. All right. Honestly, I thought he was gonna wired in or something. I don't know why. I thought I saw little elastics in there. We don't need the stand. I'm not gonna leave them out. So there's our Our king shark figure. I mean, it's not bad. It could be maybe a little better detailed. Is that an error in the sculpt, or is that an intentional scar? I don't remember if it had a scar there or not in the film. Well, I mean, I've certainly had worse. I think the Campbell Soup G.I. Joe figure would be the absolute worst figure. It's pretty solid. Doesn't feel hollow. It's slightly rubbery vinyl. It's okay. I mean, it's easily the best item in the crate. It's also the worst item in the crate because it's the only item in the crate. So, yeah, I mean, unless that Taste of Home crate is nothing but a piece of desiccated dog duty, I'm pretty sure Taste of Home's going to win here. It's not really been much of a face-off. It's sort of like having Michael Jordan versus a small toddler. All right, well, the shirt was nice. The figure's decent. The pin, I don't even remember Clirax. But that is truly a disappointing crate, which is why we're now going to get rid of it and probably never much think of it again until I clean up in here and go, oh, God, I gotta do something with this, and have to get rid of it. And instead, we'll move on to special delivery by Taste of Home, or sorry, from Taste of Home. And so yeah, as always, these are my wife's. So I get first, well, you and I together get first dibs at looking at it, but then I gotta put it all back together so she can pretend she's the one that opens it. So, I'm gonna pull the ripcord and see what we have in here. 3, 2, 1. Hey, did it in one try. That is a rarity. And open up to review our, this should be the, I'm trying to remember, are they always one season ahead? I don't think so, because I'm seeing like grill stuff here at the front. So I think this is considered the summer crate. It's not the fall crate. Yeah, summer box. America the Beautiful. Well, we've already spoiled the cookbook, but we won't look at any of the rest of that because I don't want to spoil all the goodies in the crate. I want to say the last crate we did use about half the things in it. I think did go into use. But the thing that I thought it would be was like a garlic slicer that I haven't actually used yet. But I still think that's like a good item. All right, so starting out as always with the recipe cards. Vegan quinoa salad. S'moreos. So that would just be an Oreo with a s'more stuck. No, there's something else in there too, isn't there? Oreo cookies, peanut butter. So it's Oreos, peanut butter, and a s'mores. You know, I'm thinking of doing a s'mores video sometime this summer. So maybe we'll give that one a try when I do that. Layered hummus dip. I'm sure talking my wife into getting some Oreos will not be too difficult. Ooh, rosemary, salmon, and veggies. We got here salmon fillets, coconut oil or olive oil, balsamic vinegar, rosemary, more rosemary, garlic, salt, asparagus. Well, we can do without the red peppers. Lemon oil. Yeah, honestly, this, not that I would do a video on it, but I think this could actually be something we make for us. Meat and potato kebabs, slow cooker buffalo chicken salad. Oh, that's not going to go anywhere because I don't like avocado and she doesn't like buffalo chicken. So that's it's probably a no from us on that. And coconut macadamia sheet pan pancakes. So I don't think we have anything that's quite in the, you know, instant lemonade or meat sandwich category here, but I do feel S'moreos is fairly close to that. And that it's not going to take a whole lot to do that. I feel like that's going to be messy. I feel like if I do that peanut butter, when you add a hot marshmallow into the mix, it's just gonna melt out, and I will be wearing it on my pants. But maybe we will find out, because again, I'm thinking of doing a s'mores video. All right, now on to the goodies. We've looked at the recipe cards. We don't rate the recipe cards, so they can just kind of go live over here for now, while we look at the actual items in the crate, the things that we do actually rate from best to worst. I mean, without actually trying any of them, so it's just kind of a first impression, best to worst. So, okay, well, this is gonna be a pain to put back in there. First up, we have the Kona Premium Copper Grill Mats. Non-stick surface, easy to clean, reusable. We have some grill, I don't know if we've ever used them, but we did actually buy grill mats at either the Gold Country Fair or like the Mandarin Festival one year. Same idea of these, you put them on your grill and your food doesn't fall through into the fire. You don't get grill mark. Well, it says you do get grill marks. I don't know how that would work exactly, but that'd be a thing we'd have to try, I guess, at some point. But you don't make your grill all messy. You don't end up putting all of your, like having the food, like if you wanted to grill, say some zucchini, it doesn't fall through into the fire and you just, lose it to the god of flame. So, but not bad. Not a bad thing. Not something I think we'll use, because again, I think we have grill mats and we've never used them, but not a bad thing. What else do we have here? Got our, what is this? From Zule Kitchen. Okay, that's a brand we've had before. I was gonna say maybe like barbecue tools, but they feel like they're probably plastic. Also, with like meat skewers here or something? Are these shishes? I think it's what they are, isn't it? Oh, they are grilling forks. Well, okay. If you want to fire up the fire pit and make yourself some s'moreos, those are good to have. Those may get some use. We do have a fire pit, and I could see using those. All right. I suppose I should take a closer look and actually get an opinion of them instead of just rushing through it, shouldn't I? So there are 4 of them. They're color coded. That's nice. If you put it down, you don't forget which one is yours. Not super sturdy. So I mean, I don't know if I would do anything. Maybe a sauce, maybe like a small hot dog. But I think predominantly you're going to be looking at marshmallows there. But maybe a small hot dog. But it comes in a nice little bag to keep them in. Once you get them clean, obviously don't put them back when you have, like dried marshmallow on them. That'd just be nasty. But that is an item that I can potentially see getting some use. I mean, also you can take them with you camping or whatnot. What else do we have in here? I see the word garlic. Got a garlic pod. Clearly fresh garlic pod from Joey. I've never learned how to pronounce that. I should look it up one of these times. It's like one of these things in every crate, and I never pronounce the name correctly. Vents allow airflow to promote freshness. Ventilated pod freshness you can see. So I guess you put the unused portion of your garlic head in there and it keeps it fresher. We don't deal a lot with fresh garlic, so I don't think it's going to get too much use, but maybe if we end up getting a whole head of garlic or something, we'll use that to try to keep it fresh until we figure out what to do with the rest of it. Next up, okay, this we have. You have one of these, I think. The Gourmet Oil Mister, not this brand. But yeah, I get these. You have to, so you fill these up with your oil of choice, predominantly, presumably, I would think olive oil. Does it say specifically? Fill only halfway, pump 8 to 10 times. Great with olive oil as well as vegetable oil and balsamic vinegars. This actually would be good for the barbecue too, so if you want to just like mist down. Actually, no, that's a horrible idea. Don't spray oil on your barbecue while it's lit. That just seems like a recipe for losing eyebrows. But you pump it, I think it's at 8 times. 8 to 10 times. And that pressurizes it so that then you can, I don't know if the mic's picking that up. Hold on, let me try it again. So you can, you probably get the idea, right? I don't need to go in detail with this, but let's. Yeah, it pressurizes it so it sprays out your oil. All right, genuinely useful thing. So I'm pretty sure we have an oil mister. I could be imagining it though, because I don't think we've ever used an oil mister. So I feel like if we had one, we would have used it. So maybe we don't. Maybe we've looked at it in the store before and never bought it, but now we have one. So again, legitimately useful item. Yeah, I feel like spraying that actually on the lit grill is a horrible, horrible idea. Don't do that. You probably shouldn't do most things I say on here, actually, honestly. I mean, if you're smart. The channel is called Void of Intelligence, so keep that in mind. Next we have, thank you for supporting Zule Kitchen. Zule Kitchen's a small business. So it's 2 Zule Kitchen items this time. The bag's got a big hole in the side of it, so that didn't do a lot of good. But this would be for oil, I'm assuming. There's a coupon. can use a code. Welcome 15% for 15% off your first purchase at zulekitchen.com. So there's that. But I'm thinking, this is another olive oil item. Put this in your olive oil bottle, and then you can just kind of glug it out onto stuff. Wow, I think we may have something like this, and we don't use it. Usually just leave the cap on olive oil, and I don't go through enough olive oil normally that I would even need that. Normally just take the cap off and pour out the measure of whatever you need. What's next? We have more stuff in here, right? We have a strawberry slice and hull from Joey. So 2 Joey, 2 Zole Kitchen, and 1 Prepara. So, okay, so we have the little serrated scooper there for getting out the green bits. And then I guess it says caution, very sharp, so that's good to know. I'm a little surprised that we have a protector to go over the scoop, but doesn't seem we have one to go over the blade. Like, maybe this slides up. Does that slide up? Precision prep for strawberries. To release the huller, carefully and firmly pull the huller from the blade handle. Caution, very sharp. Yeah, I can't tell without opening it if this maybe slides up to cover the blade. I don't think it does though, because it looks like this is shorter than the blade is, so that wouldn't work anyways. I feel like that's the huller comes out of the handle completely. Okay, so that's not a cover. That's actually, so this probably slides in flush to make it a knife, and then you pull the whole huller out of the handle. Okay. Will it get use? We've done stuff with strawberry in the past. Like maybe if I want to do like a red, white, and blue trifle for a Thanksgiving, for 4th of July, could use that for the strawberries for that. And I think that's all of our goodies. Did we get... That didn't seem... I mean, I said it didn't seem like as much stuff as normal, but... yeah, it's everything. Yeah, this is kind of sparse this time. Usually I feel like this is a lot more crowded. But I mean, everything here seems like good quality. Just a little peek. We're gonna get a thermometer next time? That could be cool. Oh no, it's a different thing. It's a limited edition grilling box. It's a special box. It's separate. But you can use coupon code GRILLTIME for 10% off of that box, of however much that is. All right. Let's look at the cookbook, and then we'll rate the crate. I feel like we may have this already, honestly. That looked... I know I saw it on the cover here, so maybe I'm thinking of that, but I feel like this looks really familiar. Hot fruit and sausage. Hot fruit. Buttermilk blueberry pancakes. Tuna noodle casserole. Chicken and rice dinner. Appalachian cornbread. So it's kind of America stuff. All-American banana split, as opposed to those froofy French banana splits. What that got? That pecan pie? Shoe fly chocolate pie. That's something I've heard of. I've never had shoe fly pie. And I don't imagine I will be anytime soon, because that seems like a lot of sugar. Mississippi mud cake. Hawaiian beef sliders. My favorite chili dogs. It does actually involve making chili. I was wondering if we open a can of a certain brand of chili or something. Chipotle guacamole. My wife might like that. She's into some of the chipotle flavored stuff, and she likes guacamole. Italian hero braid. Triple cheese potato. So I mean, yeah, it's not. There's a lot of, I think, fairly basic stuff in here, but nothing seems like particularly awful. I will point out that the book's gotten a little damaged on the way here. It's got a little crease on the corner there. That's unfortunate. But that is what that is. I didn't do it, and I can't undo it. So, time to rate the crate. So, I mean, nothing here really leaps out at me as ooh, the best thing. As far as things that I think may fill like a hole and actually get used, I mean, nothing here really leaps out. Nothing here is bad, but nothing here is like really like just my favorite thing. So, I mean, just in things that I think will actually get used, I think these may actually get used, our little grilling forks. I mean, honestly, it's a pretty nice thing. It's get 4 of them in there. It's sold as a set. Do not separate them. That's good to know. It's a new item. It's made in China. ZK telescopic marshmallow roasting sticks. So it's specifically for marshmallows. So probably wouldn't want to put anything heavy on it anyways. So yeah, I'll put that as first place. Second place, I'm gonna go with our little oil sprayer. The more I think about it, the more I think we don't have one, and we should, and I think that may actually get some use. Third place, our slice and hull from Joey. I mean, it's always good to have more kinds of knives at your disposal, I guess. Even if it's, I mean, I'm sure you could use it on other things than just strawberries. I'm not a big fruit person. Although it does say right on here that it's lame, so maybe not. Then next we'll go with the garlic pod, which I think is a genuinely kind of cool thing, but we don't buy fresh garlic enough, I think, to really put it to use. Next we'll go with the oil, what is the actual proper name on that? I have a name. Zule oil pourers. Doesn't have like a fancy proper name. Just because we use olive oil quite a bit, but I don't think we're going to use that. And then last place is the grill mat. Not because there's anything wrong with it, just because I know I know for sure we have grill mats and have never used them, so I have no reason to believe that we'll use this one. But again, I mean, I feel like there's less things than normal here, but they are all quality things. Joey and Zule Kitchen are both brands that we've gotten stuff from them before, and they've been absolutely fine. I think my can opener that I think is a Joey. Whatever. So nothing really stands out as spectacular, but nothing bad either. And that's certainly better than we can say for the Loot Crate with the 1 item in it. So yeah, I think it's fair to say once again, special delivery from Taste of Home wins the crate face-off. So yeah, we'll see before the next crate which of these things get actually used. I think these two are probably the most likely. But I think that will also wrap up this video. We've looked at it. It's it's stuff we for the most part don't have, so that's good. I mean, sometimes you don't know if you want a thing until you have a thing, like some of those kind of weird Dream Farm items we've had that do legitimately get used on a fairly regular basis. So let me know, what do you think? Do you think this crate's better than the Loot Crate? And which item in this crate do you think is the best one? Which one would you most likely use? Which one would you want the most? Which one is just the best item? And tell me why I'm wrong when I say it's probably the forks. But I hope you found this at all interesting or entertaining. If you did, go ahead, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.